Howdy, welcome back to the shop. Hey, I thought I'd be cool like all the other cool kids, and I'm going to do a hashtag shop made tools video. So what I've got here is a control arm bushing remover and installer tool that I made not very long ago. This is the upper control arm off of a Shakeaway. This one, they're on the S10s, they're all the same from about 1990, probably 93 to 2008 or something. They're maybe not all the same, but they're awfully close. The dimensions might vary just a little bit. So let's get started here. So the way this thing works is you've got some various pipes and barrels and flanges and stuff that you start off with. You take that barrel, put it on that weird looking washer, and you can tell them's had a little bit of life left to them. Put her in there, and now you got this little funny looking washer here. It goes on there. You put a nut on this end, you've got a nut on that end. So you put your impact driver on that, and it just sucks it through there. And this little half moon shaped piece here goes just like so, because the way that this is made, this control arm hasn't got anything. The bushing just presses in. There's nothing but brush right here, and then it presses in this flange. These two flanges aren't connected except for on the top side. So if you don't have anything in between them, you squish this inner flange. You'll squish it, bend it, tweak it, warp it, whatever you want to say. So that's what this piece here is for. Keep you from twisting it and squishing it. But so there you go. You hold that with a wrench. Ugga-dugga over here with your impact. There is a notch cut in this piece right here, and that clears from here to here on your control arm, and you can see this flange. See that flange right here? Well, that notch clears that just enough, and I just cut that in there with the grinder. To put it back together, you've got this pusher. Oop, wrong. You've got this pusher, goes on our stepped washer. And that will push directly on the flange here instead of trying to push here. You don't want to push on this because you'll squish your rubber. So that pushes on the flange. And then you've got this cup to back yourself up over on the back side. And again, you put your little half moon piece in there like that. So that's about all there is to it. I didn't spend a lot of time making this. Didn't see the need to spend a lot of time making this. There was really no need to spend time. But when these things are stuck, they are stuck. And used to be, I would just throw the whole shooting match away and start over. That's why I had this laying out in a scrap pile. It was because you used to be able to buy the whole upper control arm for about $110. And that was bushings and ball joints. Well, they've gotten really expensive, and there's like a 4-day lead time on them. So it takes a while to get them, and they've gotten way expensive. So if your control arms are in good shape, this one's kind of marginal. It's awful pitted. But if your control arms are in good shape, there's no reason to not put new bushings in there. So let me give you some dimensions on this stuff real quick. This here is 3/8 all thread. This is a piece of 1/2-inch flat stock. This big sleeve is, About 3 5/16 long. About 2 inches ID, maybe 2 1/8. About 2 3/8 outside. This piece, about 1.5 inches long. About that much on the ID. 2-inch OD. Now this one was kind of critical. This is made out of a piece of this same tubing as this. So this is the 1.8 OD tubing. And this is your little half moon piece that you back up the 2 wings with. And that took me quite a while. I had 4 of these A-arms out, and that was kind of the size that fit all 4 of them without having to beat on anything. So that's the only critical measurement. Boy, this is hard to do in a monitor. Now this little piece here, this is when you're pressing or squeezing, pulling these out, this piece here is what actually pushes, like so. So there's what happens if you just use a washer in here. This was the first one I tried, and it just sucked the center section right out. So I made this follower puck, and that's just slightly smaller than this diameter here. So this will go through the hole and push this diameter out. Yeah, still zeroing. So there you go. Y'all need one, build it yourself. You have your own shop-made tools. So thank you very much for watching. Y'all drive safe. Watch for deer. Give me a little like and a little love and a subscribe and all that jazz. I sure appreciate it. Y'all take care.